Hi, Jayden. It's your reading partner, Sarah. I hope you're having a great week. I'm going to read another story with you. This one is called Play with Your Sister. Play with Your Sister is by Anne Harth. Please play with your sister, Aunt June said, but I wanted Ryan to come over. Jason bounced his new ball. Ellie's just a baby. She's too little to play catch. Play with something else. Aunt June picked up Ellie. She put her in a stroller. Miss Withers will be here any minute, she said. Just keep Ellie happy until she leaves. Jason put his ball under his arm. He pushed Ellie's stroller into the backyard. Ellie kicked her legs. It was sunny, so Jason rolled the stroller under a tree. So what should we play? He asked his little sister. Ellie kicked her legs. How about peekaboo? Jason sat on the ball and covered his eyes. Ellie was quiet. Boo! Jason pulled his hands away. Ellie stared. She blinked her big blue eyes. You don't want to play peekaboo? Jason sighed. Do you want me to sing to you? Ellie kicked her legs. Jason took a deep breath. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, he sang. Ellie stared. She blinked her big blue eyes. Okay, Jason said. No singing. He thought for a minute. How about this little piggy? Ellie kicked her legs. Jason wiggled Ellie's big toe. This little piggy went to market. He wiggled her second toe. This little piggy stayed home. He wiggled the rest of Ellie's toes. Wee, 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 all the way home. Ellie stared. She blinked her big blue eyes. Jason shook his head. He stood up and picked up his ball. What do you want to do, Ellie? Ellie kicked her legs. Jason looked down at his ball. He bounced it. He smiled. Do you want to kick the ball? Ellie kicked harder. He took a step back. Ready? Ellie kicked even harder. Jason tossed the ball gently toward Ellie. The ball hit her feet and flew over Jason's head. Hey, Ellie! Jason ran after the ball. You kick better than Ryan. He raced back to his sister. Ellie kicked her legs. Again? Jason said. Ellie laughed. Jason took 2 steps back this time. He tossed the ball toward Ellie. The ball hit her feet and flew over Jason's head. Ellie smiled and squealed. You're good, Ellie. Jason ran after the ball. He stood in the middle of the yard. Can you kick it this far? He asked his baby sister. Ellie laughed. Jason tossed the ball toward Ellie. It hit her feet and flew back at Jason. It was high, but Jason jumped. He caught the ball. Ellie laughed. Jason threw the ball again and again. Ellie kicked it every time. Jason jumped and ran and dove to catch the ball. Jason, Aunt June called from the house. Miss Withers is gone. You can call Ryan now. Jason tossed the ball to Ellie. She kicked it back to him. He caught it. No thanks, Aunt June, Jason called. I'm playing with my sister. Okay, a few comprehension questions about the story. How does Jason try to amuse his sister? There were a lot of ways in the beginning, right? I know he tried to do some singing, and he tried to play This Little Piggy. What else did he do? Should we go back and look? It's the very beginning of the story, right? Let's see. So he tried to play peekaboo. Still peekaboo. Then he was singing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. And then he moved on to the This Little Piggy. We talked about that one. And that was what he did before he figured out she wanted to kick the ball. So he tried lots of things before they found out that kicking the ball was exactly what she wanted to do. Oh, which, funny enough, that's the next question. What does his sister want to do? All she wants to do is kick the ball. All right, so last question, since we already answered number 2. Number 3, Jayden played with his sister, though he wanted to play with Ryan. What is true about Jayden? I think what this question might be asking is, what does this tell us about Jayden? He did something that he didn't really want to do. He wanted to play with a friend, but his family, his sister and his auntie, asked him to do her a favor and play with his sister while she had a guest over at the house, right? So maybe what it tells us about Jayden is that he cares about his family and that he obeys his elders, his auntie. And he is open-minded, right? He played with her, and then he found out it was just as fun to play with her as it was to play with his friend Ryan. So those are some of the things that this tells us about Jayden. Alrighty, that's the end of this story. I will be recording others, so I'll be talking to you again soon. Have a great day, Jayden.